Good morning. Today we are doing lesson 1B, the review for this unit, and these were the learning targets that we learned. I can multiply and divide integers and absolute values. I can apply the order of operations, and I can write and evaluate powers and exponents. So, multiplying and dividing integers and absolute value, remembering our rules. When we have two happy people and we multiply them, they get along, our answer is still going to be positive. Remember, these are for multiplying and for dividing. If we have a happy person and a grumpy person and we multiply them or divide them, they're not going to get along because they have different views, so your answer is going to be negative. But if we have two grumpy people and they both are sad that the Vikings lost, they're going to agree because they're in the same boat. They agree on whatever they're thinking. So a negative times a negative is going to be a positive. We also learned the opposite of a negative, meaning when they are next to each other. Like if we had the opposite of -1, that's really like -1 times -1, which really does make a positive one. So again, these rules could be for multiplying and they are for dividing as well. So if we did division here instead, you'd get the same answers. We also learned about exponents and powers. So first, writing as a power. So this is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes. So we have 3 multiplied 6 times to the power of 6. This big number here, remember, is called our base, and this number is called our exponent. That was rough spelling it. Let's try that again. Exponent. E-X-P-O-N-E-N-T. Barely fit it in there. So remember, the base tells us what number we're multiplying. The big number, or the small number, the exponent, tells us how many times are we multiplying. If it says evaluate, that means you're actually solving it. So we want to plug in when x is a -2. So that whole thing, x is -2, we have an exponent of 2. So we're really going to write -2 2 times. Remember, it's very different. This is very different than this. This would be the opposite of 2 times. We don't want that. We want -2 times -2, which makes a positive 4. Then the third thing that we learned, this is a super quick just concept review, was the order of operations, and we learned our song. So first, we had parentheses. These are all forms of parentheses. We work from the inside to the outside. If we have more than one set of parentheses, we also follow the order of operations within parentheses. So if we have 8 plus 2 times 3, we would do multiplication first before we add. Then we have to do exponents. Square roots go in the category of exponents, so either one of those evaluate during this step. Then divide and multiply. Notice divide comes first here. It doesn't matter which is which as long as you work from left to right. So if you have 8 times 2 divided by 2, you would do the multiplication first. Same with adding and subtracting. We work our way from left to right. That is our super quick concept overview. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, the rest of the hour you have is your assignment.